last episode was kinda messy, so today I like to keep it normal and let's just do the game. It's gonna be Lethal Weapon on the NES. Let's take a look. Here we have the intro screen. Alright, then level 1 has 3 stages: the park, the camp, and the exhibition. We start in the park and we are playing as Riggs. He's one of the guys from the movie. He can toss a knife, but it's kinda lame. We have a gun, alright, although I prefer to just use melee. We have these military-looking guys. You know, I'm not sure if they're supposed to be from the first movie or just some generic military guys, but then we're moving right and throwing a grenade at a helicopter. There were definitely some helicopter scenes in those movies. I'm not really sure how to get over this wall, but you can break it. And then we fight a ninja guy. I guess he's the boss. You know, I guess we could shoot him, but let's just spam him with the fist. Next is the camp, and it feels a lot like the last level. There's a guy coming up out of the ground, and to get him, just do a diving kick. But when do I get to play as Murtaugh? They've got a satellite on this building here. They're probably streaming some movies that have better games based upon them. I shouldn't say that. This one isn't too bad so far. The boss for this stage is this guy. I mean, who is he? Is he a camp counselor? I mean, he looks too out of shape to be doing moves like this. You know, as if he would be a guy who would be saying something like, actually, and correct you on stuff. As in, actually, this game came out before the 4th film. Therefore, it can only be based on the first 3. Or none of them at all. Alright, let's move on to the exhibition. I mean, what even is this place? It looks like a generic indoor building. And once again, we are still Riggs. I mean, when do we get to play as Murtaugh? So just keep moving right. I mean, is that all we can do, is just move right? Can we even go left?
Oh, okay, there we go. Now we can play as Murtaugh. He moves a little bit slower, but his attack is more powerful. Yep. What are these? Broken mirrors? Did someone not like looking at themselves and broke all the mirrors? And why is this place called the Exhibition? What exactly are they exhibiting? The game's mediocrity? Sometimes the enemies are out of reach and they jump down from above. And this is the first time I've seen where you can actually throw a box to an enemy to save a hostage. So you know what would be really cool? If this game were actually 2 players. You know, 2 people actually on the screen. I don't think this game can handle more than 4 or 5 sprites at a time though.
Move over, I'm gonna play.
Yo, you? Who even are you?
I'm surprised you haven't heard of me. I got a bad reputation. Sometimes I go nuts, like right now.
Okay.
So what am I supposed to do? I guess I could just attack one?
Yo, so what? Are you crazy?
You want to see crazy? I'll show you crazy.
Yo, I'm getting too old for this.
You think you can do better? Here.
I know I can. See? You gotta hit it when the lights are off.
On or off?
On.
Hey, you said off. Why didn't you hit it when the light was off? Huh?
Can we just move on, please?
Sure, what's up next?
Level 2 is Mall, Gardens, and Docks.
The mall is inundated with gunmen. This does not sound like a mall I want to shop at.
What word did you just use?
What? At?
No.
Inundated?
Do these guys coming out of the ground look shirtless?
They live underground. Why do they need shirts?
So, are you trying to say that shirts are just an above ground thing?
Yes.
But what about guys in submarines? They wear shirts.
They have a little bit of dirt in all of their shoes, so they're still technically above ground.
What?
Okay, how about this boss here? Who is he?
He's either a bearded Dolph Lundgren or a more buff Patrick Swayze.
I'd like to think he's actually Gary Busey from the first Lethal Weapon, who looked very dapper, by the way.
This game is a bit too violent. Can't we just take a nice stroll through the gardens?
Oh, hey, look. More violence. What do we got behind door number 2? Bingo.
Bingo?
Yeah, bingo.
Nobody came out the doors. They're still hiding underground and in storm drains.
Can you flap your arms and make noises like a bird? In Hong Kong, you'd be dead.
So, the docks. Would these be the same docks from one of the movies? And when are we even going to talk about the films?
I would love to talk about the films, but this game has seemingly nothing to do with the films.
If that's the case, I don't know if I can see myself enjoying this game or even continuing to play it.
Don't be a doobie.
Remind me about the movies then.
The Lethal Weapon movie franchise consists of a handful of buddy cop action films starring Danny Glover as Roger Murtaugh and Mel Gibson as Martin Riggs.
Any relationship to John Riggs?
That would be cool, but I don't think so. Riggs is meant to be the wild and crazy bachelor, although technically a widower, younger cop guy living on the edge and acting on impulse. And of course he's paired up with the experienced, level-headed family man Murtaugh who just wants to make it to retirement.
Are they as poorly matched as Danny and Slater?
Well, that's the thing. In the first movie, they kind of bicker a bit at first, but end up learning to appreciate each other and become sort of family.
So you said something about Gary Busey in the first film?
Yes. The bad guys in the first film are a group of special forces-style elite mercenaries, and the main henchman, although not the primary bad guy, is played by Gary Busey. It's an overall fun film and easily can be considered a classic, but it stands in the shadow of the second film.
Is the second one the diplomatic immunity one?
That's correct. In Lethal Weapon 2, Riggs and Murtaugh are already established as buddies, so you don't have to muscle through the mopey getting-to-know-you phase the characters endured in the first film. The bad guys are these neo-Nazi-esque South African guys, and one of them is a foreign diplomat, so he gets away with whatever he wants. Throughout the film, the bad guys cause havoc and mayhem, but eventually, Murtaugh has had enough and takes the guy out.
And then goes to prison, right?
Actually, no. Things pick up with Lethal Weapon 3 a few years later, and it doesn't seem like Riggs or Murtaugh were in any legal trouble. For me, the third film kinda fell off, though. The bad guys are led by a rogue cop who manages to sell confiscated firearms through illegal firearms deals. The bad guy just doesn't have the luster and appeal of the guys from the previous film. And Murtaugh and Riggs, they get emotional over the idea of retirement, etc., etc.
But then things pick back up with the fourth one.
Completely. The bad guys are a group of immigrant smugglers with the main henchman being played by Jet Li, so you know the fighting is going to be awesome. So now you know about the films.
I've actually already seen them all. I was just trying to get you to talk about them.
You got me quaking in my boots.
What?
Now we're cooking.
Are you just randomly quoting the movies now?
You've got a real nice family. Your wife's cooking sucks. I think your daughter likes me.
I'm not married and I don't have any kids.
I dislocated my shoulder once. Now I can do it whenever I want.
Does it hurt?
Yes, it does, but not as much as when I put it back in.
With this crowd, you better not stink.
Are you smelling what I'm smelling?
Yeah. I smell something.
What's that, a rat?
Yeah, a stinky one, too.
What are you eating?
Tuna sandwich. What's your signal?
You'll know it when it happens.
Somehow, I think I will know.
Is your insurance paid up?
Yeah? Why?
There could be a bomb in here.
Nailed them both.
You have the right to remain unconscious. Anything you say ain't gonna be much.
You're not gonna make it.
I'm gonna make it.
You're not dead until I tell you. You got that? Now breathe with me. Breathe.
Did anyone ever tell you you really are a beautiful man?
That's crossing line, man. Just give me the controller.
I don't know that line.
Give me the controller.
I'm using this.
It's just been revoked. This is my chance to do something, and do it right.
Well, why didn't you say so? I mean, this is not gonna be boring.
Word.
You conceited, or are you conceited?
Fire in the hole!
Okay, give me back the controller.
What? Why?
You can't handle the truth.
That's not even lethal. What? That's not even Mel Gibson!
So now we have the last boss.
Kinda reminds me of Rambo.
But he's huge.
You know, like if Rambo absorbed Rambo.
When he was a kid, do you think people called him Ramboy?
Just stop.
Here's the ending. Anything you want to say?
You thinking what I'm thinking?
Yep. You ready?
1, 2, 3. It's beautiful!
Well, that's it. What did you think, guy who showed up in the episode?
Well, I think the movies are great, but the game is just kind of average.
Do you think we'll ever get another Lethal Weapon movie?
Between the game and the movie franchise, well, I think we'll always just be left wanting more.
Did I mention the Lethal Weapon TV show?
I really wish you wouldn't. Did someone not wait, no, that was a bad one. It's been revoked. It's just been revoked.
Move over, I'm gonna play.
What the heck? I don't think you snatched it well enough. Just don't think about it.
1, 2, 3. It's
Sorry. What, are you crazy?
You want to see crazy? I'll show you crazy.
Yeah, I don't. Oh, you wanted me to lean in? Gotcha.
Yeah. Why didn't you hit it when the light was off? Huh?
Well, you? Who even are... Yo, just take it from me. Just take it from me. Don't wait for it. Just snatch it. This is real. This is real life, Patrick.
It's beautiful!